extreme temperatures in Canada, US experience. So let's start it. Canada and part of the United States are experiencing extreme temperatures due to which hundreds of people have died. The weather is due.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to discuss about who are the Taliban. So let's start it. Uh, the Taliban were removed from power in Afghanistan by US-led forces in 2001, but the group has gradually regained strength since and is seizing territory again. As the US prepares to complete its withdrawal by 11 September after 2 decades of war, the Taliban is overrunning Afghan militants, military outposts, town and villages and surrounding major cities, fueling fear once again that they could topple with the government. The group entered direct talks with the US back in 2018 and in February 2020. The two sides struck a peace deal in Doha that committed the US to withdrawal and the Taliban to preventing attacks on US forces. Other promises included not allowing Al Qaeda or other militants to operate in areas it controlled and proceeding with national peace talks. But in the year that followed, the Taliban continues to target Afghan security forces and civilians. Now, as the US prepared to leave, the group is resurgent and advancing rapidly across the country. Then rise to power. The Taliban or students in the Pashto language emerged in the early 1990s. The northern Pakistan following the withdrawal of Soviet troops from Afghanistan. It is believed that the predominantly Pashtun movements first applied in religious seminaries, mostly paid for by money from Saudi Arabia, which preached a headline from of Sunni Islam. The promise made by the Taliban in Pashtun areas straddling Pakistan and Afghanistan was the restore peace and security and enforce their own Austria version of Syria or Islamic law once in power. So, from southwestern Afghanistan, the Taliban quickly extended their influences. In September 1995, they captured the province of Herat, bordering Iran, and exactly 1 year later, they captured the Afghan capital Kabul, overthrowing the regime of President Burhanuddin Rabbani, one of the following fathers of the Afghan Mujahideen that raised the Soviet occupation. By 1998, the Taliban were in control of almost 90% of the Afghanistan. Afghans wary of the Mujahideen excesses and infighting after the Soviets were driven out, generally welcomed the Taliban when they first appeared on the scenes. Uh, their early popularity was largely due to their success in stamping out corruption, uh, curbing lawlessness, and making the roads and the areas under their control safe for commerce to flourish. But the Taliban also introduced or supported Islamic punishments such as public executions of convenienced murderers and adulterers and for those found guilty of them. Men will required to grow beard and women had to wear all covering kurtas.
Amputations.
The Taliban also banned television, music, and cinemas and disapproved of girls aged 10 and over going to school. They were accused of various human rights and cultural abuses. One notorious example was in 2001 when the Taliban went ahead with the destruction of the famous Bhumiya Buddha statue in central Afghanistan despite international outrage. A major military offensive 2 years later, following the Peshawar school massacre, greatly reduced the group influences in Pakistan through at least three key figures of the Pakistani Taliban had been killed in US drone strike in 2013, including the group leader Hakimullah Masood. Okay, then Pakistan has repeatedly denied that it was the architect of the Taliban enterprises, but there is little doubt that many Afghans who initially joined the movements were educated in madrasas, religious school in Pakistan. Pakistan was also one of only three countries, along with Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates (UAE), which recognized the Taliban when they were in power in Afghanistan. It was also the last country to break diplomatic ties with the group. At one point, the Taliban threatened to destabilize Pakistan from areas they controlled in the northwest. One of the most high profile and internationally condemned of all Pakistani Taliban attacks took place in October 2012 when schoolgirl Malala Yousafzai was shot on her way home in the town of Mingora. A major military offensive 2 years later, following the Peshawar school massacre, greatly reduced the group influences in Pakistan through at least three key figures of the Pakistani Taliban had been killed in US drone strike in 2013, including the group leader Hakimullah Masood. Then Al Qaeda centenary. The attention of the world was drawn to the Taliban in Afghanistan in the wake of the 11 September 2001 World Trade Center attacks in New York. The Taliban were accused of providing a sanctuary for the prime suspects Osama bin Laden and his Al Qaeda movement. On October 7, 2001, a US-led military coalition launched attacks in Afghanistan, and by the first week of December, the Taliban regime had collapsed. The group then leader Mullah Muhammad Omar and other senior figures, including bin Laden, evaded capture despite one of the largest manhunts in the world. Many senior Taliban leaders reportedly took refuge in the Pakistani city of Quetta, from where they guided the Taliban, but the existence of what was dubbed and Kota Sura was denied by Islamabad. Despite ever higher number of foreign troops, the Taliban gradually regained and then extended their influences in Afghanistan, rendering vast tracts of the country insecure, and violence in the country returned to level not seen since 2001. Then there was numerous Taliban attacks on Kabul, and September 2012, the group carried out a high-profile raid on NATO's Camp Bastion base. Hope of a negotiated peace were raised in 2013 when the Taliban announced plans to open an office in Qatar, but mistrust on all sides remained high, and the violence went on. In August 2015, the Taliban admitted they had covered up Mullah Umar's death, reportedly of health problem at a hospital in Pakistan, for more than 2 years. The following months, the group said it had put aside week of infighting and rally around a new leader in the form of Mullah Mansoor, who had been the deputy of Mullah Umar. At around the same time, the Taliban snatched control of a provisional capital for the first time since their defeat in 2001, taking control of the strategically important city of Kunduz. Mullah Mansoor was killed in a US drone strike in May 2016 and replaced by his deputy Maulvi Hibatullah Akhaundaza, who remains in control of the group. Then countdown to withdrawal. In the year following the US Taliban peace deal of February 2020, which was the culmination of a long spell of direct talks, The Taliban appeared to shift its trajectory from complex attacks in cities and a military outpost of a wave of targeted assassination and terrorized Afghan civilians. The targets is journalists, judges, peace activists, women in position of power appeared to suggest that the Taliban had not changed their extremist ideology, only their strategy. Despite grave concern from Afghan officials over the government vulnerably to the Taliban without international support, the new US President Joe Biden announced in April 2021 that all American forces would leave the country by 11 September, 2 decades to the day since the filling of the World Trade Center. Having outlasted a superpower through 2 decades of war, Taliban began seizing vast swathes, swathes of territory, threatening to once again topple the government in Kabul in the wake of a foreign power withdrawing. The group is thought to now be stronger in numbers than at any point since they would outstayed in 2001 with up to 85,000 full-time fighters according to recent NATO estimates. The control of territory is harder to estimate as districts swing back and forth between them and government forces. But recent estimates put it somewhere between a third and a fifth of the country. The advance is more rapid than many had feared. General Austin Miller, the commander of the US-led mission in Afghanistan, warned in June that the country could be on a path towards a chaotic civil war, which he called a concern for the world. A US intelligence assessment the same month reportedly concluded that the Afghan government could fall within 6 months of the American military departure. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe my channel for more informative video. Until the next video, thank you very much.